Without traffic to your school community, it's like shouting into the void. No growth, no engagement, no income. Even the best offers fail if no one sees them. But in just 95 days, I've grown my school communities to over 700 members and made over $17,000. And in this video, I'm sharing the exact roadmap to start driving hundreds, if not thousands of people to your school community starting today. Firstly, you need to understand the different types of traffic that can be used to grow your school community. Now, if you already know this, then go ahead and skip ahead to the next section. But with that said, there are two ways of you getting traffic: organically and or paid. You can think of organic as your free way of getting traffic, as here you'll be creating content or some sort of material which you will use to attract eyeballs. Paid traffic, on the other hand, requires that you pay X dollars for Y number of eyeballs. Now, to understand which type of traffic you should use, you need to follow this next step, which is to know who your target avatar is. You see, the more you delay figuring out exactly who your target avatar is, the more time you'll lose, which could have been spent getting you thousands of members. The reason being that it lets you focus on your marketing, your messaging, and your offer on solving their specific problems. This clarity will help you more easily find out where they hang out, create messages that resonate better, and avoid wasting time and money on people who aren't your ideal client. And on top of that, you're able to address their unique needs better than your competitors. Now, I want to really quickly mention that if you need more help scaling your school community, then go ahead and check out the first link in the description and the comments. That being said, once you've identified a detailed version of your target avatar, you're ready to pick which platform or traffic type you should use. You should start out by picking one platform and going absolutely all out on it. Be it YouTube, school, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or heck, even Reddit. Just pick one and stick to it. This will allow you to go all out on it and more quickly figure out the best way of reaching your target avatar. Once you've picked your platform of choice, this is what you're gonna do. Look at your competitors on the platform and ask yourself, what's working for them? Take that, spice it up, make it better, throw some of you onto it, and bam, you have yourself a potentially winning piece of content. If it's worked for someone else in the past, odds are that it'll work for you as well. Next up, you need to test. Even though you should look to copy what works, I argue that you should keep testing new things out. This will allow you to potentially come out with something original that could very well get even better quality views. And lastly, I want you guys to double down on what works. There's no point trying out new things, including different platforms, if what you're doing is working. You'll likely get way better results by doubling down on what works rather than by trying completely new content or adding an extra stream of traffic. Now, with that said, there's a high chance it may not work straight away. I can guarantee you it will be frustrating. But if you give up straight away, you'll never grow your school to the heights it can reach. So here, it's where it's super important to have a long-term vision. Things won't simply fall out of the sky into your lap, and things certainly don't happen as quickly and as easily as people show. The quicker you accept this, the faster you'll make progress. But more on this in just a minute. But if you're stuck for a while and you've copied what works and nothing that you're trying seems to be working, the best thing for you to do, in my opinion, is to change up the platform. See where your competitors are getting their members from and try beating them there. Now, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, whilst all of these strategies will work to grow your school community and skyrocket your MRR, there's two important pieces of advice you need to hear before you start implementing them. The first one is that consistency is key. Put in the work and show up all day, every day. If you do this, your target avatar will start seeing you absolutely everywhere, no matter what time, what day, and where they go. When this happens, you've reached a state of omnipresence. On top of this, a wonderful thing called compounding will come into effect. You see, At first, you likely won't see any results from your efforts. I certainly didn't see any. And on top of that, your efforts will be mildly shitty at best, as were mine. But if you stick to it, put in the work, and try to improve, even if it's only by 1% every single time, by the end of the year, you'll end up being 38 times better. This means that your content will be much better, getting you a lot more views and a lot more results. The other piece of advice is to just get started. Do yourself a favor and make a commitment to go all in for just 1 year. It really isn't that long. The wonderful thing with starting is that when you do, things will start falling into place. And when the year is up and you look back, you'll be surprised at how far you've come. Now, whilst getting traffic is the first stage of any school community, increasing engagement is one of the most important factors as to whether your school will be successful or not. And so if you want to learn how to 10x your school community's engagement, then go ahead and click this video here.